Welcome to Staged Recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage 2 begins once you're in a recruit's top 5, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, Stage 3 is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day. This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. So long for this, and finally it's time to get this season underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Back to throw, it's Kim. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the junior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After run, now throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Campbell. Fires left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Complete. And they swarm him under.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
This quarterback, part of their running game, doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Reads it, fires complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw, it's Campbell. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back,
got a little grass.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Looking for the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he could not get loose on the run.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Howard. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
It'll be third and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Looking for a man. It's Kim. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Bennett. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Kim. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense if they get it to the 32.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Trying to run, it's Bennett. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that was like the quarterback was just caught in a slow-moving vice, and eventually it squeezed him.
And listen, I like the call. I like to be aggressive. I know I can go for it on 4th down because we're going to do that anyways. That's just what we do. It's really fun, and I get to score more points when I get to do it. But when I see it's not there, throw the football away. Don't take the sack.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Campbell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a deep grab. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Ypsilanti. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Bennett. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field is Kim. Working that left side now. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Lost a throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. There's some room.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Campbell. Swings it out to the flat. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll be brought down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Kim. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important.
Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Lean for the wire. Touchdown. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw. It's Kim. Here's the heat. Finds a man by himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Isaac. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Eagles. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The Eagles land a counter punch.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, we talk about the three facets in football: offense, defense, and special teams, and that huge return extends their lead here late. That is such a gut punch, but what a great job picking up blocks and a phenomenal job by that return man, showing you the vision and the speed to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Mack. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Kim. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the counter punch.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Howard. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. And the offense heads out onto the field to get, they'll have a first down here. A week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Looking for space, it's Howard. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Singleton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get it to the marker. Sticking with the run and the run-pass option, and in this situation, anything it takes to wrap up the victory.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.